Travel Around Kazakhstan is an educational program on domestic tourism produced within the framework of Ruhani Jangiru project. Every episode, our camera crew travels along popular routes marked on a touristification map of the Republic. An exclusive Khorgos International Center of Boundary Cooperation is 3 hours from Almaty, at the border between Kazakhstan and China. Why is it different? It was established under the agreements between the government of the Republic of Kazakhstan and government of the People's Republic of China. A large range of goods at producer rates, from clothes, furniture, and building materials to complex household appliances and electronics, is available. Hi, my name is Shimbolat Pazil, and today I intend to visit this town of shopping centers with Travel Around Kazakhstan program. The International Center of Boundary Cooperation, often referred to with an acronym ICBC, is nearby the Altyn Coal Station and the Khorgos Eastern Gate Special Economic Zone. It is a mini-city where the policy of preferential border crossing and trade applies. The main visitors of ICBC are so-called shopping tourists. These people arrive at Khorgos early in the morning. During the day, they take guided tours, shop, relax at cafes, and return home late at night. Every day, 10,000 people arrive in ICBC from both sides. So, you have decided to reach Khorgos. First, to avoid unpleasant situations, you should verify your identification card. You can visit ICBC with it. Citizens of Kazakhstan do not need passports. Next, you should check in the publicly available national bases whether your name is on the restricted list on departure outside the Republic of Kazakhstan, because you are about to leave it only briefly. If you are not the citizen of Kazakhstan and you're legally in the Republic, which implies you have the foreign travel passport, you will not have any obstacles visiting. That is it. As you see, another advantage of the center includes minimal bureaucratic expenses, not only during a visit, but also at the export of purchased goods. However, we will talk about it a little bit later. We need to discuss several issues. The first one is money. The Chinese do not accept payment cards on the territory of ICBC, but they will readily take tenge, rubles, US dollars, and yuan in cash. Surely, ATM is available on Kazakhstan's side. However, a risk of forming a line always remains. Additionally, money can end at the wrong time, so you better to take care of this issue in advance. Secondly, the Chinese can deny entry to a visitor in religious clothes and males with beards without any comments. A corresponding warning declared about this. Thirdly, duty-free import of goods into Kazakhstan is allowed no more than once a month, weighing no more than 50 kilograms, and amounting to an equipment of not higher than 1,500 euros. Well, forewarned is forearmed. It is time to move out. You can reach Khorgos in 3 ways: by railroad, bus, and car. The most comfortable and fast way is riding the personal automobile. The similar route by Almaty 1, Altyn Coal passenger train, which leaves only on odd-numbered days, will take more than 6 hours. Moreover, it is better to plan the journey on weekdays, and thus you will save a lot of time avoiding tedious lines at customs. The rate of reserved seat compartments is less than 1,700 tenge. The train leaves almost at midnight and arrives in the early morning. Shuttle buses run from railway station to ICBC. As for the usual bus, such type of transport is typically for shopping tours. It takes from 6 to 8 hours. The cost of services of tourist agencies which organize tours varies between 5 and 7,000 tenge. To the car! We will ride on the Almaty-Khorgos 4-lane autobahn, which turns the journey to the border into sheer pleasure. 305 kilometers on a modern road paving flyby, and the landscape draws attention for its examination slowly shifting. By the way, the road will cost money soon. However, it will not be noticeable for a personal budget. 1 tenge per 1 kilometer. Chunza, famous for its hot springs and ash grove, about 5 million years old, remained on the right side from us. Besides, residents say that each source has its flair. Probably it is only a legend. However, it is the fact that water streams are the most popular place for relaxation of Kazakhstan citizens and guests of the Republic. The Uyghur district is also famous for the Cheran Canyon and the Valley of Castles. I hope I will get there soon. Jarkent is the last big settlement before Khorgos. The city, with a population of 45,000 people at the moment, was well known at the 10th century. The Great Silk Road passed through the territory of Kazakhstan via this city. In addition to that, Jarkent is remarkable for its wooden mosque, the monument of Republic significance. Constructed in 19th century by a local merchant, Velivai Yuldashev. As the legend would have it, they built a mosque without a single nail. Finally, the city is famous for its museum dedicated to the police. The car is in the parking lot, and we have to go through passport control. Then, at the cashier, we must buy a bus ticket, which takes us to the trade centers. The price of the pass is 1,500 tenge, and it works in 2 ways. We recommend you to be careful with the ticket, because if you lose it, you will ride in the taxi. It is not a cheap pleasure. It costs 4,000 tenge per person. Also, if you do have time to realize your plans for today like us, an option to stay in the hotel is available to get comfortable. You can continue your research next day. The value of guest rooms with breakfast ranges from 10 to 15,000 tenge. We start our path and explicitly name first city King Kong. It is the first place where we went to in Khorgos. The agony of choosing. This variety surprises me. Hundreds of boutique shops are willing to offer you goods for any taste and needs, from hats and vests to fur and tan sheepskin coats. Thousands and thousands of bottles and articles are available. However, other products can be found here, like in various shopping centers of ICBC. King Kong has mobile phones, car tires, and toolkits for motorists. If with phones everything is clear, we have a life hack for big-ticket items such as car tires. Buy them, first thing. Secondly, with no delay, send them via Cas Post. Experienced shoppers recommend doing it before 11 a.m. Then, you have a whole day ahead of you for leisurely strolls in shopping centers. Most importantly, you should leave Khorgos no later than 7 p.m. Otherwise, you will have to stay overnight in a hotel. Here is another useful life hack. If you go to the city of goods for some specific ones for the first time, but you are without an experienced travel companion, ask guides for help. They orient in this sea of merchandises like fish in the water. Next in our list is the Yiwu Trade Mall, one of the largest among them. The mall has 380 square meters of bed linen, carpets, as well as dishes, toys, interior design items, musical instruments, and so much more. It is a housewife's paradise. But do not forget the rules of transportation of purchased products and shopping fever. Through terminal of Khorgos customs, you may carry some goods in a bag of a certain size, which weight does not exceed 35 kilograms. They consider it carry-on baggage. However, items outside the volume had to be sent by post. The prices are quite affordable, 50 tenge per kilogram. Your package is going to be there, and you will receive it in Kazakhstan, right past the customs terminal. If you went beyond the limits of the duty-free volume, be ready to get these goods recognized as commercial cargo with all the consequences. They are subject to custom clearance with a fee of €4 per kilogram. Therefore, control your desires. The total capacity of goods transported by shopping tourists every day reaches 30 tons. Doing so, the number of people and the volume of cargo mostly amount for the Middle Kingdom. The explanation is simple. It is a duty-free mode, so you can get commodities at best prices. Furthermore, their collection is quite diverse. In addition to Chinese products, ICBC stores have merchandise originally from Japan, Vietnam, and South Korea. There are winter coats, computer equipment, electrical goods, children's toys, and more. Moving on, Cheonghi is another one-stop complex that has about 500 outlets. Later, we discovered that it has a little brother. Electronic and electrical goods, shoes, clothing, and bedcloths are here. The large section is full of vehicle accessories such as titanium disc and car tires. Finally, these are the tourist and sports equipment and building material. By the way, what about mobile communications? What is happening with phone services? I think I lost a list of orders. All the department stores in question are in the territory of China, but the communications are excellent. Beeline, Altel, and Tele2 operate as usual. However, Kcell and Active have roaming services. Note that in ICBC, mobile phones automatically get to roaming by connecting to the Chinese communication operators. That is why experienced shoppers recommend choosing Kazakhstani operator manually, so you do not get unpleasant bills. The Golden Harbor is next for us. It offers an impressive selection of wedding dresses, supplies for children, including clothes and toys. Another word of advice for you. We mentioned hotels in the area of the ICBC. They are for travelers who got a little carried away or have set some big plans. Needless to say, you can have a tasty and inexpensive snack, too. Here, you will have no difficulties whatsoever. For example, visitors may have fun in karaoke. Besides, there's a huge Chinese medical clinic where you can improve your health. They designed a hospital for 100,000 visits per year. Center has a police site as well. We continue our investigation in the meantime. The Jianhuan department store with 300 businesses follows next. The specialty is universal too. It sells toys, mobile phones, and household goods. Our summary of Khorgos trade malls closes with the mentioning of the last shop of Zhonghe 2. It has opened recently in August 2017, and its specialities in clothing and leather goods. Besides, as Kazakhstan businessmen claim, a high demand rises in Kazakhstan's products in Khorgos. The reason is that they are high quality with applying relatively harsh standards. Also, manufacturers use natural ingredients and raw materials in their production. This attracts Chinese buyers, although we do not have a lot of malls on our side. Looking at Kazakhstan's side, noticeably some projects put under wraps. Khorgos, however, has big plans for the future. A full duty-free city should rise in a few years at this spot. They will have places for administration buildings and trading malls, as well as circus, a luxury hotel, and an enormous entertainment park. In addition to the completion of the construction of the Kazakhstani side of the project, a program of visits to ICBC will significantly expand. Guests would be able to combine business with pleasure, spend time shopping, conclude the commercial deal with a partner, and take the field trip to the City of Masters to learn about the culture of Kazakhstan. Gates symbolically mark boundary status of the location. The border between Kazakhstan and China is highlighted by broad two-color lines on ICBC Khorgos. It is a landmark point for travelers from both countries, where they take photos and videos. Having crossed this lane, I can say with certainty that I am home, because the territory of the Republic of Kazakhstan starts from here. Our journey to the world of duty-free trade on the border of Kazakhstan and China ends here. First caravans of the Great Silk Road have passed around these parts nearly 2,000 years ago. No matter how pretentious it sounds, its spirit is still alive thanks to such projects as ICBC. We return home full with impressions and trip notes, and we will get back to you with new journey ideas. I am Shimbulat Pazil with Travel Around Kazakhstan Show.